Alright, go from fixing furnaces to fixing ice cabinets here. He said it froze up, so I'm assuming it's a defrost issue. Whoops. So I'm thinking either we got a bad defrost termination, or a bad defrost clock, or a bad thermostat or something. So if you look up here, they did a number on this, whoever worked on it before. It had a bad start capacitor, so someone wired this funky thing in. Never seen this. I don't understand how it's supposed to be an overload. It says relay overload start capacitor combination. Don't understand how that works. I've never seen these before, but I don't understand how it would sense overload, probably just on current itself. Someone had taken out the overload that goes against the compressor. This right here, this would be the defrost clock, this little tiny thing. Knobs that busted off of it. So I'm thinking, I haven't got it up and running yet, but the condenser's completely clogged. You can't see any light through it, so we're going to blow it out right now. Blow it out again. Oh, now I can see through it. Okay, now you can see through it. Before you couldn't at all. So let me get this thing started up. Well, we're running 134A, and let's see. So I got a 52-degree superheat, a little low on charge. So well, let me let the box get down, but I think I'm low. I don't have enough head pressure, or it's not pumping. So let me see what I got. Okay, we called the manufacturer and kind of went through sequence of operation on this thing, where I should have amperage and where I shouldn't. And this is my time clock. I did turn the time clock, it did shut off, but what I got to do is I got to mark it, and it looks like right there I got a burn mark. So I'm kind of suspecting the timer at this point. I got Amprobe on my heaters, so I know my heaters are working, so I'm kind of suspecting the time clock. He said the charge would be okay the way it is. So let me kind of play around with the time clock and see what I can come up with. I think that's what I'm going to be ordering right now, along with the overload and the start capacitor. So let me play around with this a little and see what I can come up with. Okay, right now I'm running 27 degrees. I got my time clock marked right there, the black mark right there. So I guarantee this is, I'm probably looking at a time clock. If not, you know, I'll just pull the 9 ounces of 134A out and recharge the darn thing. The condenser coil, as you've seen, was completely plugged. I need a proper overload and a proper start capacitor because this thing's a piece of garbage. So that's what we're kind of looking at now. I think we're just at a time clock. So what I'll do is I'll call the company, order a time clock up, capacitor, overload for it, and then we'll go from there. But I think that's the only issue I really got going on. My evaporator fan's working. Everything else seems to be working right. My charge is good. That's what the manufacturer was saying. That's the, you know, if you got any doubt about these things, that's the first person you call. It's the manufacturer. They know their system better than anyone. You know, especially on these package systems. You know, they know what the superheat's supposed to be, what the subcooling's supposed to be, what pressures you're supposed to be at ambient temperatures outside. I mean, they do all their research and engineering, and they have all the information, so that's the first place you'd start to call. But, yeah, this one seems alright. Well, we'll let her run a little more. That superheat reading, see, I got my superheat right here, my suction line. I should be taking it at the evaporator, get the proper superheat, because what I'm actually seeing is superheat from the cap coil, or the cap tube. Right now I'm pulling compressor, pulling 4 amps. It doesn't give me, all it gives me is LRA at 29. So I'm kind of assuming that's okay, I'm not sure. Time clock doesn't look like it's moving. So I think that's it for this one today. Order a time clock, and then I'll take a video when we get back. Thanks, like and subscribe, guys.